What's going on, everyone? I am Steve. Hashtag Team No Sleeps. From Berk Family 54 Comics, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another Meet the Berkfam. Tonight, we're going to be hanging out with Actual Dracula, Adrian, talking to him and getting to know him. Before we do that, though, let's hit that intro. What up, Adrian?
How's it going, man?
Dude, it's going well, man. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, dude. I had to get you on soon. Before we get any further, I do want to say that tonight's Meet the Berkfam is brought to you by Comic Book _Preston and IG. If you ever need any comic books pressed, make sure you hit up Eric over at Comic Book _Preston and IG and use my promo code BERK54. Get free shipping back to you on your first order. Let's go and say hi to everyone over in the chat. First one up was Jason. What up, dude? It's Morphin time. It really is. Mars Comics, hello. Obviously, Actual Dracula's here. Ryan, what up, dude? How's it going? Yeah. Count Dracula. James, what is going on, man? That place you're hanging out at looked really, really awesome. Like that farm out in the middle of nowhere, that looks amazing. Robert, what's going on, man? How's it going? Happy to make one of these. Yeah, dude, we'll have to get you on. I think 2 weeks from now. Let me know if you're interested. 2 weeks from now. Dan, what is going on? DJ Links. Hashtag Links Squad. Make sure you guys check out DJ Links and his newly channel membership. He got like 37 in like 4 days. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That is crazy. That's awesome.
I think people heard I joined and they're like, oh, it sounds pretty cool.
I think you and I joined like the same day. I think you and I joined the same day. War Machine Punisher. What is going on? Jonathan Michael, how's it going? The Comic Book Report. What it do? Flo Dameron, one of the newest Berkfam members. What is going on, brother? All right. So this is Meet the Berkfam. This is where we bring on one of the Berkfam channel members to hang out, get to know him, talk about his channel, all of that. So we got Actual Dracula, Adrian, on here tonight to talk about some comic books, man. How you doing?
I'm good. Yeah.
Good. Awesome. So before we get any further, I got to ask you, how'd you come up with the name Actual Dracula? Or why do you call yourself Actual Dracula here on Instagram and YouTube?
Okay. Well, it actually started out many years ago now. It started out actually as a Twitter account. And I guess I was at a party with some friends one night and we were talking about, talking about Dracula somehow. I am a huge fan of Dracula and vampire movies. And I was like, well, what would what would it look like if Dracula had a Twitter account? What would he tweet about? And so the next day I just did that. I just started Actual Dracula's Twitter account. And I used that for a bit. It still exists, but I don't really use it because I don't like Twitter. I just after using it for a little while, I was like, oh, I hate this, So, but then I ended up carrying the name over to when I started my Instagram account, which was probably like, I don't know, 7 years ago now or something. And it was just. So for then it was just a name, just a random name, until I started posting comic book content when I got back into collecting, and then I decided I could actually do something with that name, whether it was I started to do some short videos and stuff, and I was like, well. After that, after a few of those, I decided, why not just, make these longer? I can put them on YouTube. And then it's kind of grown from there to this. I don't want to say it was ever meant to be like a character or a persona, because it is just me that I'm presenting. But there's definitely, I've used that character as an inspiration for, certain elements in things I'm doing, for sure.
That's awesome. That was awesome. Yours started out similar to mine. I said this story before. I started out with a eBay, went by Burke Nasty. Decided to use the same name for Instagram. Then I use it for YouTube. Then I changed it to Burke Family. So very, very, very similar. What did you tweet about?
Oh, well, if you look up Actual Dracula on Twitter, you can go and see it because I honestly don't remember. I know I had one of the only things I remember was I was tweeting fake World Cup facts. This was during World Cup, like, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago or so. And I was tweeting about how the first World Cup was actually the very first World Cup game was when Count Dracula exsanguinated an entire Portuguese football team, and the first World Cup was born. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that was my last tweet there. Yeah.
That is amazing. You got some funny stuff on here. A whole bunch of Instagram stuff.
Yeah. Once I started using Actual Dracula for Instagram, I just started sharing it. Eventually I stopped because I don't really care about Twitter that much, but yeah, I don't. And then there's just completely random things like that.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, there's my I was actually really proud of those Lugosi Lagerfeld posts that I did.
Which
those
one?
were going back 2015. Lugosi Lagerfeld 2015. I like
on this one?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Is it showing up? It is showing up. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's Bella and Karl Lagerfeld. I did a bunch of those.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna bring those back.
Make sure you guys check it out. I'll put a link in the chat real quick. Check it out after the stream. Okay.
Oh no, you just breathed new life into my Twitter account. I'm gonna have to post something on there later.
You will.
Oh, why not? Hey.
Are you a fan of Dracula in the movies or just a fan of Vlad Tepes?
Vlad Tepes, both. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say both.
There you go. Favorite Dracula movie?
My favorite is Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. Yeah.
Nice. What is your favorite comic book hero in comic run? So, like I said, if you guys have questions for Drac, put it in the chat, and I'll try to get asked.
So favorite hero is Batman. I gotta go with Batman. He is it's probably the first comic books I ever read were Batman comics, and yeah, to this day I'd say he's my favorite. There's definitely a few that I could consider my favorite as well. Like runners up would be Wolverine, and Spider-Man. Yeah.
Oh, what's your favorite?
And favorite comic run. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, if we're talking all-time favorite story is The Watchmen, hands down. But that's more of a mini series. So if we're gonna say like an ongoing series, I think my favorite ongoing series ever and run was Preacher. Of course, Garth Ennis wrote the whole thing. I'd say that's my favorite.
I like it.
And if you want to talk major characters, I'm a huge fan of 90s X-Men. I'll go with that.
Boom. There you go. That's going to make a lot of people in the chat happy, for sure. Lots of X-Men fans, for sure. Okay, so I'm going to try to get some more questions asked here in a little bit. Chip, hello. How's it going? Fun fact, I have a vampire tattoo. Awesome.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Where is it? We got to know now.
Now we have to know.
Yeah.
We have to know. If you impale any 3 Berkfam members and leave them languishing in agony in your castle, who would they be?
Well, we already know who's at the bottom of that pile there, DJ Lynx. Got to start with him.
Okay.
He's asking for it, literally. Let's go with DJ Lynx, and let's go with oh God, pull up the list. And then
I'll get pull up the list?
Yeah, pull up the full list.
Okay, here we go. Well, let's just do this. This doesn't have everyone on it. It doesn't have the supporter term members. But here you go.
That's okay. So, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of candidates here right off the bat. But
Uh,
let's go with DJ Lynx, Tyler, Shattered Glass, of
okay.
course. He'll be in the middle. He'll be in the Impaler Sandwich. And top it off with some Chip Gettler. Why the hell not? Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. That was great. Oh shoot. I'm gonna try to get some other questions asked here in a second. If people didn't notice, he's got kind of the accent. You want to talk about that?
I do?
I mean, a little bit. A
I
little
don't
bit.
know.
You've
I
got a
don't think I do.
little
I
bit of
don't
a
think
northern accent to you.
I suppose I don't hear it, obviously. I've lived in Toronto my whole life. I was born and raised here. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Toronto is like, a huge melting pot. I'm one of the few people I know that was actually born here. Most people I know were born, either somewhere else in Canada or in, a different country entirely. But I suppose, I could see why, there's that,
You were.
kind of southern Ontario accent. I know what it is because when I hear it exaggerated, I know what the accent is. I just don't think I have it. I guess I do.
I noticed it when you first started talking in the very first question. I noticed it right away.
Yeah.
DJ Link says he was honored that you put him on the list.
Oh, good.
So yeah, he's from Canada. People didn't get that. If you could have one vampire super ability, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. I suppose being able to fly,
Oh,
you
that
know?
would be sick.
Yeah. Yeah. That might be my number one choice. Flight.
Flying would be
Superpowers in general, I think that might be like super strength would be incredible, but being able to fly, yeah, I mean, how can you beat that?
You really can't. You really cannot beat that. I'd love to be able to fly. Yeah. So we were talking about this backstage, actually. Tell us about what Comic Book Fiend Club is, because my friend Karate Kevin, which I'm sure you know who he is, he
Yeah.
used to be in the Comic Book Fiend Club. So
Hmm.
what is it?
So it is let's say not unlike say the Berkfam here, which is a community of I'd say like-minded individuals who are not only here to support you, Burke, but support everyone else. And so the Comic Book Fiend Club really is that it's a community of uh, of comic book collectors of other things as well. And it's really there's different chapters. So I'm in the Canadian chapter, and over the past year and a half, I got to know lots of other people in the Canadian chapter as well as other chapters. And pretty, this year was different, obviously, because we couldn't really meet anyone in person. So it was all through Instagram pretty much.
Yep.
Now we're getting to the point where I'll finally get to meet some of these guys, which is great. I might actually hook up with some of them this weekend. There's a for free comic book day. So ones that live near Toronto, I think we're trying to put something together. But essentially, it is just it is what it sounds like. It's a comic book club, right? It's we share things that the things that we love, things that things that we find, what grails we have, stuff, and then there's so stuff that we might not even post on Instagram, stuff we might just share with each other. I know that happens. But the one of the main reasons I wanted to become a part of the club was they do a lot of stuff for charity, and they've been really successful with that. So yeah, looking forward to being able to become more of a part of that as well.
Nice. I've seen obviously you in there. Karate Kevin used to be in it. Tony who cackles. Do you recognize that name?
I'm not sure.
And then I forgot the other guy's name. He works at Torpedo Comics, big dude, but he lost like a whole bunch.
Aaron,
He, Merc
Aaron,
with a beard. I
Merc
think
with the
that's
beard. Yeah, so he's the club president, like overall of
Oh
all
wow,
the
that's
characters,
awesome.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I follow him.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's a huge Dracula fan, so I appreciate
Sweet.
that.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I probably did a terrible job of describing what the Comic Book Fiend Club is, but if anyone is interested, they do enrollment once a year. So and it just happened this past month. Basically, get to know members. Chat with them on Instagram or whatever, or some of them have YouTube channels. Just figure out, there's different chapters. So depending on where you live, in the country or internationally, there's an international chapter as well.
There you go.
Yeah, but it's really cool. I've met so many amazing people through this. So yeah.
Nice. Besides Spooky Black, what other music do you listen to?
Spooky Black. All kinds of music, man. Everything. Yeah, hip hop, obviously. Metal. You name it. Right now, what am I listening to? I don't know. I've been listening to. I got my. Where is it? My Credence patch, CCR, one of my favorite bands of all time.
Oh, I'll show that again. Oh, nice.
I had to order this patch from Poland, which
Oh, wow.
I thought was interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, I listen to everything from like Norwegian black metal to Hank Williams. So
Nice. I've
yeah.
seen Hank Williams Jr. in concert before. I didn't go there for him. It was whole music festival. Anyways, are you the best Dracula?
Yeah, it's been confirmed.
Been confirmed. What did Bueller say when Kate was going to say you were the best Dracula? What was the whole? Go ahead and explain that whole Donny Cates thing.
Oh, okay. So yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, Bueller was doing a live stream from a con. I honestly don't even know what con he was at. But he's been doing that live streaming like all day from this con. I know at the start he had like Howard Chaykin pop in and probably a few other creators. Anyways, he had Donny Cates on for like half an hour, I think. And Donny was just answering questions in the chat. And then I asked him, who's the best Dracula? Who's your favorite Dracula? And he had responded, I guess, some character from Redneck, which was one of his own characters. And I wrote wrong answer.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so he said, I meant to say you were the best Dracula? I'll say that. So there you go. That was it.
And he said your name. He said Actual Dracula.
Yeah. That's
awesome. That is awesome. What comic book title do you have the most issues of?
Let me see. I think if I can just look this up quickly, it looks like X-Men.
Really?
Is that right? I don't know. I'd say it's probably definitely Spider-Man, if you include Amazing Spider-Man and Web of Spider-Man and Spectacular Spider-Man. I'd say for a character, those are the books I have the most of are Spider-Man. But for one series, it might be it could be X-Men. Maybe a tie between X-Men and Daredevil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Lots of good Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Toronto food dish?
Favorite Toronto food dish?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go with pizza. We have some really good pizza here.
What do you get on your pizza?
Cheese pizza.
You just do plain cheese pizza?
I love cheese pizza. Yeah. I mean, I'll get other other toppings sometimes, but that would be my go-to.
Have you ever watched Dave Portnoy? He's the Barstool Sports
Yep.
founder. He does reviews, and every time it's a cheese pizza.
Yep. Yeah, I've watched plenty of his pizza reviews. Of pizza, I'll probably never eat, but
Yeah, me too. Me too. I like to watch them. They're good. That guy's a complete tool, but he's hilarious.
Yeah,
he's freaking hilarious, and I do like those pizza reviews for sure. Yeah, please do. Who's more beloved in Canada? Celine Dion, Shania Twain, or Anne Murray?
Yeah, I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. If you're asking who's more beloved in Canada, I mean, I would probably say Anne Murray, but that's like, anyone younger than me has no idea who that is. So,
wait, who is probably the most famous Canadian outside of Wolverine?
Wayne Gretzky.
I was gonna say Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky, yeah.
Okay, outside of Wayne Gretzky, who is?
Oh God, I mean, there's so many.
Ryan Reynolds.
Who?
Ryan Reynolds, isn't he Canadian?
He is. There's a lot of famous Canadian comedians. I mean, but
I don't know Anne Murray. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's the most famous. You should be asking you that because you guys are outside of Canada. I know who's. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I can't think of anyone like crazy famous outside of Ryan Reynolds that's from Canada.
Let's see. There's Jim Carrey. There's
what about Crosby? Is that his name? Crosby,
Sidney Crosby.
Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say
he's Canadian. He's from Nova Scotia.
Yeah, he's. I'd say after Wayne Gretzky, it's probably him. Right?
Yeah, so basically hockey players.
Hockey players.
Yeah, hockey players and comedians. Yeah.
There you go. Drake, easily. Oh, see?
Drake, yeah.
I didn't know he was Canadian.
Yeah, he's from Toronto.
Makes sense why he's always at the Toronto games.
Justin Bieber. There you go.
Justin Bieber. Oh, my goodness. I surprisingly like a few Justin Bieber songs. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes people make good music. I don't care who they are. Alan Thicke. There you go. Oh, shoot. Have you ever traveled to the United States? And if you have, what is your favorite city?
I have not. I have not traveled there yet. I've only been to like Buffalo. That's about as far as I got.
Buffalo?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like going to Niagara Falls, Buffalo when I was a kid. Oh, but I've really only traveled in Europe so far. So I figured if I'm going to travel, I might as well really travel. No, I really want to go. There's like I have a long list of places I want to go. New York definitely be one of the first places I want to go, but also I want to do like a road trip across. I want to go to Monument Valley. So like maybe drive through Montana, Utah. The
Yellowstone.
Yeah. Lots of other places, California.
Here's a fun fact for you that I learned when I did a Canadian live stream one time. I did a Canadian live stream one time. I don't know if you know that.
I did not.
I did it with Newbie Comics.
Okay. Yep.
Team CGC 9.8 and two others. I know one of them, he doesn't do YouTube anymore. So the Canadian comic book collector, and then there was like one more.
Cranky Canadian, maybe?
No, it wasn't the Cranky Canadian. Maybe it was just those three and then me, because I know there was four. So maybe it was just us four. But that was cool because I learned a lot of things. Like I learned, like if people don't know, you guys actually have to pay more than cover price for your comics, right?
We have to pay more than cover price?
Yeah, like they were telling me, like if a comic book is like $4.99, it's actually like $7 for them.
No, well, I don't know exactly what they're talking about. Maybe because the Canadian prices are higher, but oftentimes, like with my pull list at my shop, I get them for US cover price.
So even though the US dollar doesn't equal to Canadian dollar, you still get it for $4.99, for instance.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, because they were saying they got to pay like $6-7 for $4 book because of like the like import or something importing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were
Yep.
saying like every time they go to the store, like whatever we pay, add like 20% to it every time.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is one of the biggest issues with living here is, uh, yes, things do cost more typically for, really anything you collect, whether it's comic books or toys or statues, because all that stuff, if it's stuff that's coming out of the States, yeah, it's costing more because of shipping and everything. A good example would be grading books.
Oh,
I'm putting together my first submission. But what does it cost for you to say submit a modern book to CGC? Like if you
okay. So I did. Let me pull up. Hold on. That's a great question. Let me pull up a submission here really quick. Um, and I can tell you the whole cost of the submission. Um, as soon as it pulls up. What's up, Ignacio? How's it going, man? I'm ready for a garbage game show. At least sing the theme song for me.
Garbage game show. I mean, I could only sing my part because there's multiple vocal tracks on that song. So I'll play it. I'll play it on my next show.
Okay, I don't see it here. I can only tell you what it cost me for my signature series,
Mm-hmm.
which give me a second here. I think signature series, I can tell you it's like $12 more per book. Let me look really quick just to be sure. Bare Naked Ladies are Canadian. Okay. I do like some of their songs. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so $22. So it's $15 less. So 15 times 5 is what, 75? So I gotta do the math here. Give me a second. Gotta do the math. I'm a math teacher. I'm a teacher, but I'm not a math. Okay, so for 5 books, modern books, not including the amount of money it cost me to ship it to CGC, it would be with them shipping it back and handling everything. Their cost of what they charge my card would be $139 for 5 books.
Okay, but that's not with shipping, right?
No, that's with shipping from them. That's everything. That's with shipping
Oh,
and
that's
handling.
with shipping. Yeah.
That's with
See,
shipping and
like
handling.
for me, I think I mean obviously the grading cost would be the same, although I'd be paying in US dollars. So right off the bat, that's more. But then it's the shipping cost that kills it. At the uh, so for something like that, I could end up paying almost twice as much as you do to get 5 books graded.
So I just
I'd
did a
say,
US. Oh, sorry. I
obviously
did
depending on how many, right?
130. Okay, so let's say, for instance, the shipping is the same, which it's not going to be. But let's
Mm-hmm.
just say that $139 is what it would cost me.
Yeah.
In Canadian dollars, it would cost you 175.
Yes. Plus shipping, the extra shipping.
Plus extra shipping.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it really costs like probably like 200
Yep.
or more. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah.
Bring it to the game. Adrian, have you ever watched Emily of New Moon?
I've never watched it, but I know of it. Yes. I can't believe you know that show, Louis. That's amazing.
Tell me about the rap battle.
Oh, okay. That was a lot of fun. When I saw, like right after the first rap battle, which Who was in that now? That was Louis was there, and I think
Lou
Remy
was there.
and
Linda was there.
yeah,
Lot.
yeah.
Man,
Uh,
Biggie.
After that one, I was like, you know what? That would look like a lot of fun. If those guys can do it, I think I can do it, right? I'm not a rapper, but
Yeah.
so yeah, DJ Lynx was gracious enough to let me come on the what was it, the fourth battle, third or fourth. And yeah, I just wrote. I basically just I didn't know exactly what I was doing. I just wrote. I don't want to say that I didn't know what I was doing. I knew how to write bars, but I just had never actually rapped before. And leading up to that, I didn't really even practice. So it did sound like I was kind of reading because I was basically, and but I was just happy just to get the words out. Even like I
Sure.
had no idea. I was nervous going into that. And then the second one I was feeling, which was me versus Remy Q. I felt pretty good going into that, and I thought I did pretty good, but so did Remy, and so I'm fine with the decision. I think we both did really well that round. It's just a lot of fun. It's not like trying to do this professionally or anything. So
Sure.
yeah, and there is another one coming up at the end of the month. I know. Well, I don't think DJ Lynx has announced anything yet, but
You coming back?
is he here? Well, so Steve Hip Hops and me did a breakdown yesterday. And Link said it was okay for him to talk about it, so I guess I will. At least I'll say that. I will say that me and Steve will get to battle each other, and it's gonna be like an exhibition. So exhibition matches. So it's not tournament style, right? So it's
You're
basically
battling
just
who are you battling again?
Steve Hip Hops and me.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I really like this because there isn't that pressure of I might have to like battle a whole bunch of people, so I can just kind of focus on that one verse. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, because I remember, like you guys, like if you're battling multiple people, it's like you gotta like write one for the first person and the second one, and then
Mm-hmm.
and like 3 other people just in case. It's crazy. Or
Yeah.
you could be like Tyler and you just do them all and then you lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shoot. What grail are you chasing, and what is your most prized comic book in your collection?
Oh, okay. So one that I actually got it right here, and I think a bunch of people saw this already. This is now the most prized book I own, which is my Tomb of Dracula #1, which I won in the Man from Beantown box. And I made an epic unboxing video for this. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you check it out. But yeah, this is my most prized book now. Absolutely. Um, and then obviously I want issue 10, which is the first appearance of Blade. But that's not. Sorry, what was the question? What am I
grail are you chasing?
Yeah, what am I? Yeah, I wouldn't even say that. I'm not even thinking about that Blade book right now. I'm saying more realistically. I don't know. There isn't like one book in general that I'm really looking like chasing. I'd say in general, I'm like at this point, I'm kind of I'll be talking about this as I plug my show here, but on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing an episode of Casual Dracula. And this is, I'm going to be talking about collecting in general and like how the way I've collected has changed. But essentially right now, there isn't like one particular book I'm chasing, and there's like certain things, like I'm looking for early Thor, Bronze Age horror books, stuff like, you know, Werewolf by Night and other horror Marvel and DC stuff. Yeah, so but in terms of if I could pick one after that, I don't know. What one book I still really want is that Banana Wolverine, man. I love that
That
cover.
Banana Wolverine.
Banana Wolverine. Yeah, I just love that. But you know what? That's not even like that's a cover thing, right? I mean, I don't really
It
care
is.
about
I
the
mean,
book.
yeah, you're essentially just buying it for the cover, right?
Yeah, yeah. If I wanted an actual grail, I'd say like First Kang would be great. I would love that.
That would be a
Yeah,
good one to get.
yeah.
That'd be a really good one to get.
How about that? Yeah.
Oh shoot. John Thomas says Drac, hey. Travis Tubbs says nice book. EJ Ding says he's gonna come out of retirement after school, you guys. Oh, talking about the rap battle. Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Drac, if you were to create your own comic, what would it be?
That's a good question. I did a little bit when I was younger, really crude, badly drawn comics. Now, yeah, I don't know. I have ideas that may still happen someday. I think I might do an actual Dracula comic.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would.
Like funny stuff that Dracula would actually say in 2021 or whatever year it is to people.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. If you guys have questions for Drac, go ahead and put them into the chat, and we will try to ask them. So do you have any CGC books then, or is it just because like
only two, and they were both giveaways that I won.
Oh, nice.
One
nice.
of them was from Slot. I won one of his giveaways. Yeah.
What are they?
So that one was the one I got from Slot was Strange Academy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the other one was another giveaway I won. It was like a Punisher War Journal #1 or something. But which is cool. I like Punisher. Yeah. But I have some books that yeah. Yeah, that is. I usually try to be unpredictable, but I don't really have a predictable answer for that. Oh, you know what? So one thing I'm always chasing. Hold on, let me see if I have a copy here. This is I suppose it's another cover thing. I'm a big cover guy. I'm not ashamed of cover buys at all. But one grail I'm chasing is to find this book, right? Moon Knight 29. I have multiple copies of this now, but the goal is to find this in a 9.8. To find a 9.8 candidate and get it graded and get a 9.8 back, which is not easy because, as you can see, it's solid black corner to corner. So any little defect shows up on this. This one's a really nice copy. I doubt very much it would get a 9.8 though, but it's one of the books I'll be submitting. So those I'm always going to be looking for, like crispy copies of that. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, he talked about it earlier. He's got a little Daredevil in ASM.
Yeah, I do. I do have a little Daredevil in ASM. Yeah.
What are your favorite books that you have of Daredevil and Spider-Man?
Oh, okay. My favorite. I mean, I really like the Frank Miller, Klaus Janson stuff for Daredevil. It's probably my favorite run. And then ASM, McFarlane stuff. McFarlane ASM. Yeah.
I like it.
That's what I grew up reading, and still, I mean, he's still probably my favorite artist. Although lately I've been getting more into trying to find Bronze Age stuff. Yeah, I've gone. It's a, like I said. On, if anyone wants to tune in on Wednesday, my show, I wanted to kind of be. I might as well say now. I'm gonna have on Nick's Kicks and Comics.
Nice.
And Adrian Pandawsome.
Nice.
And this will be. I wanted to talk about collecting in general, but also like I wanted to talk to them about their collecting habits and how they got into it, but also specifically how, since I've been in this hobby got back into it a little over a year ago, how it's really changed from when I first started, and still continually changing, right? So yeah, I don't know if that was a question that I answered. I just
we were talking about ASM and Daredevil.
All right. Oh yeah, because it's funny, like when I first got back into it, I was like, oh, I want to finish this 90s Spider-Man run. Like I had a whole bunch of them. I was like, I want to get the first 100 issues. And now I'm like, I couldn't care less about those. I want like the Spider-Man from the 60s and 70s. Like, I don't care about collecting like those ones. Those are easy to find.
They'll be there.
Yeah, exactly. So
Wolverine cover 50 original run is a cool cover, but not valuable, but just a fun cover. I tried drawing that cover as a kid as my own comic with the claws ripping through the cover. LOL.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's well, for me it's still the same thing. Like, in terms of like Grail, for me isn't necessarily a valuable book. Like, this to me is a Grail. Like, it's about hunting for a perfect copy of this, because it's absolutely one of my favorite covers of all time. It's one of my favorite characters as well. And so to me that's a Grail, right? Like a true Grail, in the sense that finding a perfect copy of this is not going to be easy. Like, and it's about the hunt, right? So
for sure. What was the first comic you remember reading, and which was the one that made you start collecting? Oh, two-part question.
Yeah. So the first one I read would have been a Batman. Hold on, let's see if I can tell you the issue. It was Batman number 422, and on the cover he's like holding a big knife, and that's the first comic book I ever remember owning. And the one that made me start collecting. So like from then, like that was going back to when I was a kid. That was like the mid to late 80s. So I from then on I kept wanting to read Batman, and then in the 90s I got into Spider-Man and X-Men and all that. But what made me want to start collecting again, getting back into the hobby, was probably let me think. I think this was probably one of them. I actually had this in my collection from this was a book I found somewhere. I think like I literally found this like in a pile of magazines or comics in the garbage someone was throwing out. But I remember when I actually pulled out my old collection that I hadn't touched in years and years and just started going through it. Yeah, there was just a few books, including that one, and maybe some of the McFarlane stuff. And looking like at that again, I was like, that had made me. Yeah, I kind of got bit by the collecting bug pretty quickly, going back through my collection again. And I don't know if there was any specific one book, but Like I would always read comics. I'd just been collecting trades for 15,
Trades are
20
easy.
years.
They're
Yeah.
easy to read. You got the full storyline.
Hmm. Yeah.
Retcon Doomsday Clock.
Mhm.
Collecting ASM is a never-ending battle. Yeah, I feel like it is not. I feel like it's a never-ending battle. I also feel like Batman is the same way. It's just
Yes.
there's so many,
There's that. Yeah.
like 800, 900 Batmans, not including Detective Comics, which is over 1,000.
I know. Yeah. Forget it.
It's just like
There's so many.
what? Like
Yeah.
what do you even do?
Yeah. That's
It's
why, like, because I do I like I wouldn't say I'm a completist. I'm okay with not having full runs of stuff. Although I would like to have, say, the first 100, to have, like, say, the first 50 or first 100 issues of something is like kind of a goal I'd work towards. But with something like ASM, it's like the first 100 issues of that's that's gonna take a lot of time and money.
yeah, for
But
sure.
something like Web of Spider-Man it's completely doable, right? I can chip that's something that I chip away at, and like I'll have, that full, maybe not full run, but to have like the first 100 issues of, say, Web of Spider-Man, that's something I'd like to do for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. I feel like if someone's just starting to collect Batman, like the first thing to do is just start with the New 52, and then work your
Mhm.
way up from New 52 to current.
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
that's 160 plus issues, but I mean in a grand scheme of things, like there was 700 plus before that, before both of those. So I mean it's a lot. It really is a lot. So definitely crazy. Have you seen Suicide Squad?
No, I was supposed to go this
Uh,
weekend. I didn't. Maybe this weekend, hopefully.
it's
Yeah.
going to change the way you look at superhero movies. It's
Yeah.
just I don't know what to say other than it's like the boys, but like stupid funny.
Yeah.
It's like the boys and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well,
Like
I love both of those. I absolutely love The Boys and Guardians. The Guardians movies were fantastic.
yeah, I mean of course
Which is why, because I saw the first Suicide Squad movie and it was okay. Did not care for Jared Leto one bit.
no, he should not
Um,
be in that movie.
but the rest of it, I thought was pretty good. It was entertaining. So, yeah, I do want to see this new one. I actually just finally the other day finally got around to watching like the last I guess hour or so of the Snyder cut.
Oh my
'Cause
god.
I had
What?
started watching that, like, I don't know, months ago or whenever it
Oh
was,
my
and
god.
then I never finished it, and I finally did, and I was just like, "Oh, yeah, I mean, I like that they've released that. It's definitely an improvement, but,
Sure.
it wasn't Endgame. I'll just say that. Not for me.
Oh, wow.
The one thing
I'm a
that
DC fan,
really
so that hurts a little bit. But if you like Marvel more, then that's cool too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've always been more into more like say Marvel and Batman. Like Batman is by far the DC book I've read the most of, but I do like others, like I've always liked Green Lantern, and I actually and Justice League. Yeah. So I'm it's not that I've just always collected Marvel more. Absolutely.
I think
Marvel
Mar-
and Batman.
I think
Yeah.
Marvel just like overall like they have such a large line with like
Hmm.
all of their Avengers and all of their Spider People and all of
Yeah.
their X-Men and then just they just have a larger line in general. So there's
Yeah.
more to pick and choose from. So
And I mean, if I'm being honest,
well
when I
done.
think about all the stuff I read now, combined with all the different comics I've read over the past 20 years, I'd say um, a huge portion of the stuff I've read is all independent stuff.
I hear a lot of people switching more to indies.
Yeah. Even going back to when I was a kid, I started reading um like people self-published comics and stuff, and so I've always been into that as well. Some pretty weird stuff.
DJ Links has got a great question for you. What
You did, buddy. You did.
DJ Links got you
DJ
into?
Links. Yeah.
Let's hear this story.
No, I actually, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, why I started my own channel. I was just like, I saw what everyone else was doing, and it looked like a good time, and
It is.
I didn't realize how much work actually goes into it. I know now.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. I don't know, actually. Like, it was just I had some ideas for things I wanted to do, because I knew there were so many channels that I saw, like, all had their own thing. A lot of people do similar things, but in different ways. And I was like, I had ideas for things I wanted to do that I could at least make it a little different. Definitely a way to
it is a lot of work.
Yeah. I had and like just stuff like, because I try to inject humor into most of my videos, so it was kind of an outlet for that as well. Because I had really nowhere to put that.
I remember when DJ Links had less than 100 subs.
Oh wow, yeah.
I remember that. And like, honestly, if you put in the work, you can do it. Like, I say this story all the time.
Mhm.
I started my channel, like, before I even started my channel, I started Instagram, and then I started watching YouTube channels, and I'd be on the live stream chat talking to everyone. I had 8 subs the first video.
Mhm.
8. And now I'm 9 away from 2,400. So
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah.
So if you put in the work, you can
Yeah.
get, no matter your personality, no matter what type of videos, just overall, if you put in the work over time, you can get to wherever you want to go. Definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely. I've always been a huge fan of Marvel. I have to show some love for DC too. You do. Sorry if I'm echoing. I don't know what that is, but look, I think there's a small echo. Apologize for that. What's on your poll list this week?
Oh, actually, I do have some books here that got the stuff that let's see, what did I grab this week? I haven't read anything that I got, but I did pick up Joker Puzzle Box. What else did I get? Let's see. Oh, Red Room number 3.
Boom.
This I don't know anything about. It's Maria LeVay Porcelain. I have the last series she just worked on, Luna, which was pretty cool. So I picked this up. And the lot number 2, Bad Idea. And then this other Bad Idea book that apparently wasn't supposed to come out, but this week, but it did, Passive Aggressive. Matt Kent, David Lapham. I don't know anything about this.
This issue of Red Room had me wincing.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet. We'll see.
Nice.
I picked this up. This is kind of just like, I don't know, like, just as a spec, who knows? I honestly don't know much about it, but the Spirit Rider number 1, first appearance of this character or something. I forget the name. But that's a really cool cover.
Looks like a Ghost Rider type character, but a female. And like,
yeah, well, it's Spirits of Vengeance, Spirit Rider. So yeah.
Red Room is disturbing. Nice.
Berserker.
Oh, I dropped
number
that.
4. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get it after this one. I doubt it. Cult of Dracula number 5.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this because I really like the first issue, Parasomnia. Have you read that?
I have not.
Yeah, I highly recommend this. The first one issue.
Dark Horse.
It's what's his name? Bun. I forget his name. And Andrea Muti does the artwork.
Colin Bunn.
Colin Bun, yeah. What else? Wolverine's still on my pull list just because I love Wolverine.
Who did
And
that?
that's a really cool Peach Momoko cover, actually.
It looks like a peach cover.
It is, yeah. And what else? What else? I think that was it. Oh, this I still have to catch up. I'm way behind on this, but I just started picking them up anyways. Just
Nice.
because. Yeah.
SIKTC 18.
Yeah. Oh, and this, which this is what I'm going to read first because the first two issues were incredible.
Yeah, I got to pick up my hard copy. My shop didn't get DC last week, so I got to grab it this week, but I'm excited for it.
And then I got one other cool book I picked up this week.
I love
Batman Family. Yeah, Joker's Daughter. Awesome. It's a great cover. I think that's that's pretty much what I got this week.
What are you going to get this coming week?
I haven't even looked at my list yet. My pull list was put on hold, like where I was had it at my LCS. They were putting their orders on hold for a while, so I've just been kind of just grabbing, looking every week to see what's coming up and then grabbing it. But I don't know. Probably, what is there? Let me see. I think
I can pull it up real quick. Give me 1 second.
Oh, so you know what? There's the Spider-Man Spider Shadow that comes out. No, issue 5.
I got it right here. Give me a second. LeagueofComicGeeks.com is what I always pull up.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I see some books that I was reading that I probably won't bother. Like, if you go, okay, Joker, I will buy that issue 6.
I'm getting Joker and Infinite Frontier 4 for sure.
Yeah. Spider Shadow, just because I have I might as well. I have the rest of them.
Future State Gotham, no doubt.
Yeah.
I love that book. It's great. I just wish it wasn't in black and white. That's it. I don't know if I'm getting Batman 89 #1. It's not going to do anything. It's just.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that cover. That might just be a cover by.
There's a lot of cool covers for this one.
Yeah.
That one's the Warren Lau cover.
Right.
Carly Cohen, Matina, Miko. Lots of cool covers for that for sure. You getting Daredevil?
You know, I haven't really been reading it. I know I should be, but I think the current Daredevil one is run. I'm probably just gonna read in trades. So I haven't been collecting it.
What about X-Force?
No, haven't read X-Force.
Okay. Yeah, Silver Coin. Enter the House of Slaughter. That's a free comic book day.
Free comic book day, yeah.
Free ones. I'm kind of over the whole next Batman thing, unless he actually takes over. Unless they get rid of Bruce for a while, then I'll read it. But I don't know. I have so many the next Batman books. I don't know.
Yeah, I dropped Batman kind of after issue 100.
Oh, did you hear about JT4?
Yep.
That's crazy, right?
I know. Crazy. I totally respect it, you know.
Yeah, for sure. You got to do what's best for you, no doubt.
Yeah.
He's killing it. And he doesn't do as good on, in my opinion, on Batman. Anyways, he does better.
No, I mean of all of his work that I've been reading, Batman was my least favorite by
Was the
far.
weakest.
I
Weakest.
thought Joker War that did nothing for me, which it was really disappointing considering like like how he's capable, what he's capable of doing
Yeah.
with his writing, and then that was just really disappointing. So
Mighty Morphin 10, no doubt grabbing that. Of
Mhm.
course. Pretty big reveal in that book coming this week. Pretty big reveal.
Eve, I've been reading. I like that a lot.
That's a really cool Masters of the Universe cover.
Yeah.
I like that. Bunny Mask number 3.
Bunny Mask, I will definitely be picking that up.
There's a Stray Dogs free book this next Saturday.
If anyone missed it, I did just interview the writer of Bunny Mask, and
oh, you did? That's
that
right.
was really great. Yeah, he was a really cool guy, Paul Tobin.
Whole bunch of free books coming out next week. So I don't know if there's any more new books really. I'm probably going too fast. Sonic. Yeah, I think most of those are the free ones. So kind of a light week for me. I think I'm grabbing like $4.
Yeah, same here, man. I'm not really seeing anything that's really
like needed.
Oh, I thought there's one I thought came out last week from Scout Comics. Count Draco Knuckle Duster. I think I'm gonna get that one.
Knuckle.
Count Draco Knuckle Duster.
Draco. Pretty cool.
Draco. I don't know.
Oh, Betty Page. That's a what do they call it? Bondage Good Girl cover.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty nice one. I'm not going to show it because it's not Berkfam approved, but number 3, check it out. Betty Page, The Curse of the Banshee, number 3. Everyone say hi. Everyone say hi.
Steve says the Joker was better than Empire. I guess I didn't read Empire, but you're probably right.
I heard Empire was straight trash.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I don't think that's saying much, right?
I feel like overall, it's been a minute since there was like a comic story that was well liked by everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like The Last Ronin right now, everyone's loving it, right? Like everyone loved King of Black until the end, right? Like the ending, but there's a few sprinkles here and there. People are like, I don't like that. Like, but the ending, everyone didn't like the ending, right? Like I didn't hear a single person that said they loved it, for the most part. And then obviously people had mixed reviews on Doomsday Clock and Three Jokers, Joker War. So it's been a minute since I feel like there's been a story that was well liked by everyone. But maybe we're finally getting in here with The Last Ronin.
Yeah, maybe. That's still on my to read list, but I know that it's pretty much
1 through 3.
Yeah.
Oh, it's glorious.
Yeah.
It really is. It just sucks that it's taken forever between issues.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I think we got to a lot of the stuff. What does your family think of you and your comic collecting? And do you have a girlfriend, wife?
I have a wife, and she what does she think of my collecting? That's a good question.
Yeah, let's hear
it. Well, we live in a small apartment, so it's growing and growing, and
the apartment's not getting any bigger.
No, that's a problem. She likes comics though. Like she doesn't collect comics, but like she's a huge Neil Gaiman fan. And I think she bought every different version of American Gods that exists in all the different books and comics, and and I don't know what anyone else really thinks of it. I mean, I think they think the YouTube thing is pretty cool, because it kind of came out of nowhere.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Do you have any children? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
no.
Okay. Well, that makes
All
things.
my comics are my children, and
A lot of children.
and but I'm willing to trade them. You know, I'll flip them. I don't care.
Nice.
I do have 2 cats. Does that count?
Oh,
Sure
yeah.
it
There you
does.
go. There you go.
Yeah,
My wife is much happier since I got a storage unit.
yeah.
Oh, I bet so. I bet so. How many books do you have?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I have a small place, so I try and keep. I don't know exactly how many I have right now.
I'll be your children, Drac.
That's yeah. Although I do plan over the next couple months or so to do a serious purge. I will be doing another round of mystery boxes.
There you go.
I did my first. I was supposed to do them. I was planning on doing them in the spring, but I just kind of got busy with other things, and so. But I'm almost at the point where I know exactly which books are going in, and that'll be good because that's going to clear up a lot of space, and just get rid of books that I don't really need. Like if I could, I would keep them all because they are like my
How
children,
many do you
right?
have? How many would you guess you had?
Right now, let's see, somewhere. You know what? I can look. Let's see here.
Yeah, tell us. I'm gonna guess that I have like 1,500 to 1,800.
How many?
1,500 to 1,800. Not very many.
Yeah, I have right now about 1900.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
And
using?
they're all like in a closet essentially that I built. I custom built drawers.
Oh wow.
So I have the idea was that I could put my whole collection in these drawers, but they filled up very quickly. And so I also have a bunch of short boxes. I think at one point the most I had was probably about 2,000, I'd say. And then but in terms of like a comfortable amount, like I I think you know in terms of the space I have, like it can't be more than 1,500 really.
Right.
So and so I'm kind of like trying to, like I said, with the mystery boxes, that's going to help me clear up quite a
Is
bit
it,
of space. And
is it hard to sell mystery boxes since you're in Canada? Like, is it hard
yeah, well,
to find
that's the thing.
people?
Like my first round, I did what was it, 12 or 15 boxes, and it was hard because I tried to sell them all only in Canada. I ended up sending 2 of them to the States, I think, and but I made the mistake of buying fixed rate boxes because my plan was I'm only going to sell them in Canada. So I bought fixed rate boxes, which are only you can only ship in Canada. So I'm not going to do that this time because I'm thinking the majority of the customers will be in the States. Um, and obviously the shipping's more, but you know what, when it comes to like a box, like if it's going to be like 12 books, a box that size, shipping within Canada is nearly as expensive as shipping to the States when it
Well,
comes to like a package like that, which is it's still
how much were we saying? Like 15, 20 bucks?
it depends
Fancy
on the
those.
shipping time, like on the priority, but anywhere between 25 and 30 to the States.
Holy
Yeah.
cow. So what are you gonna do? So how many boxes? How
But
many?
like I said, one of those boxes can be $20 just to ship across Canada, right? So an extra $10, 5-10 bucks to ship to the States, not, it's
Not a big deal.
not that big a deal. Yeah.
So, like, what types of mystery boxes do you? Well, I'm gonna ask a few more questions, and we'll get out of here. If you guys
Mhm.
have questions for them, put them in the chat, and then we'll get out of here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. How much are the boxes? And like, is there a GP or is it just random books or like? What are your mystery boxes probably going to look like?
Yeah, so I will probably, I want to say, at some point over the next month, I will be doing like an actual announcement, and I'll do like a videos showing what's going to be going in them. But it will be a mix of, there will be 12 books, and I'm thinking I'm doing 20. Looks like I'll be doing 20 boxes of 12 books, and a mix of modern, copper and Bronze Age stuff, and all, you know. I really try and keep only put in books that are, I think, in as close to near mint as possible. Obviously, some of the Bronze Age books you're going to see more defects, but any of the modern books, I'm really not trying to put any damaged books in these at all. So that's one thing I've kind of prided myself on, and then there will be a GP box, so I won't have a one big book or slab. It will be a box full of bigger books. Yeah.
Okay, so
And how much?
Yeah, how much are they probably going to be?
I'm aiming for about 85 shipped.
Okay.
But it could be somewhere at this point. It's going to be somewhere between 80 and 100. I'm still like at the point I'm at right now is pricing all the books out. I'm almost finished that. So
we're talking like 12, like $10 books, or
it's
like
a mix.
12?
It's a mix. All I'll say is that the value will be in every box. So if I do $85, there's going to be $85 worth of books in there, and that's not including the shipping. Like, I'm covering that, right? So it's not like you're gonna get, like, technically, if I wanted to say this is $50 box plus shipping and you pay $80 for it, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that full value. Whatever you pay for it, that's what's gonna be in those boxes. And then the GP box will be worth more than that for sure. It already is. It's gonna the grand prize box is gonna be really good. That's all I'll say. The books that are going in there are there's some really good just good. There's a couple books there that I think are always good to have, but also potentially could over the next year or so, I think we'll see, are books that I think we'll see spike in value. So yeah.
Boom. Well, I had a good time, Adrian. I appreciate you coming on, dude, and talking comic books and get to know you, and talking a little Dracula, talking a little Canadian comics, mystery boxes, movies, new comics. We talked a lot of stuff tonight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been great.
What do you got going on your channel coming up over the next week or so?
Yeah, so this Wednesday, 9 Eastern, I've got another episode of Casual Dracula. Now, I will just say right now, this is going to be a little different, which was kind of my goal with this show. Was that every episode would be a little different depending on who the guest was. I was kind of wanted it to be a bit unpredictable. And so this week, we're going to shift gears to a conversation of actually about comic books. It's not just going to be, we're not fooling around this time, guys. Anyways, I'm gonna have Nick's Kicks and Comics and Adrian Pandawesome, and we're gonna have fun. But yeah, my goal with this episode was to talk about collecting different habits or things that you have. I guess how you approach collecting and how that has changed, because for me, it's already changed quite a bit many times over the past year and a half. So I wanted, and I thought those guys would be really good to talk about that with, because I really I see the things they collect and how they collect, and I really kind of respect them and look up to those guys. So
Great dudes.
yeah, and you as well, actually.
Thanks, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. So, and then other than that, do I have anything else? Oh, yes. So then this Saturday night, 1 a.m. Eastern, I will be a guest on the Comic Book G Spot. He'll be interviewing me. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice. It's a late show. It's a late
show. Yeah. It's a great show, though. So yeah, be doing that. And that's about it.
Last question I always ask everyone. What made you decide to join the Berkfam, man?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, I mean, I saw I actually joined not long after discovering your channel, and I mean, first off, I really liked your channel. I liked, the kinds of things you were doing on here. But also just because the Berkfam, like, I looked at who was in it and I was like, I love all these guys, right?
Yeah,
so like it was an easy decision, it was just like,
I appreciate it.
And anyway, I can help out channels that I like. Yeah, I'm absolutely I'm a proud to be a Berkfam member. Absolutely.
That is awesome. I appreciate hearing that, dude. Seriously. Like, you don't know how much warms my heart when I hear people say that. I'm going to try to find this picture really quickly, and then we're going to get out of here. It is the picture of this week's Berk box that we're going to do the drawing for on Thursday during the Thursday night chats. Here it is for all of the family tier members. Okay, here we go, which we have quite a few of. Okay, so this is this month's Berk box. We're going to be drawing for it on Thursday. The entry,
a good one,
to join as a family tier member was last Thursday. So anyone who joins now through the week before next time will be entered to a next month's Berk box, which next month is a pretty sick box too. Wait till you guys see it. I'm excited about it. Okay, so this month's Berk box on the top left, we got original art from Austin LeMay. That dude is awesome. I don't want to show it off because it'll be in tomorrow's video, but he just put out a really, really cool TMNT print you guys should all check out for sure. Then we have a Venom 9 first Dylan Brock. That is, in my opinion, if I was sending it to, I sent it to press first on my presser, comic book _ press and an IG, and then I would send it to CGC, and I would hope for a 9.6 or 9.8 out of it. Like I think right now it's 9.4. I think it could be 9.6 or 9.8 for sure. Absolute Carnage, Miles Morales #2, Clayton Crane cover, signed by Clayton Crane. Nonstop Spider-Man #1, Derek Chu cover, 616comics.com exclusive. Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters #1, Villanelli Virgin, 616comics.com exclusive. Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters #1, Jung trade dress exclusive from the 616. Mighty Morphin #7, Red Ranger by Bon Bernardo, 616comics.com exclusive. Deegan Lives 1, Checkmate 1, Legends of the Dark Knight #1, Jason Fabit cover by the 616comics.com, and then Batman 108, Carla Cohen, first full Miracle Molly, another 616comics.com exclusive. So that is this month's Berk box. We're going to be drawing for that on Thursday. So good luck to you, Adrian.
Thank you. Oh, man, first of all, that's an amazing box. That's just so generous. And
yeah, I think it's a good box too. I appreciate people when I say that it's a good box. I like.
Yeah. I mean, it's a sweet perk. Like I would have joined the channel. Like I didn't join the channel to be entered into that. Honestly, I hadn't even like realized it was that you had done that when I joined. It was just like, this is a really cool. Like you're an awesome dude. You're very likable. I really liked your channel, and like I said, I was like, to get a chance to be in on the Berkfam chat. I was like, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, for sure.
It has been a lot of fun. I'm not looking forward to the day, like I am, but I'm not looking forward to the day to where we have too many members and in the family tier that we have to figure something else out. Because I already had to split the chat into two, one for just a family tier and one for friend and supporter. Yeah. And that sucked.
I know. But I know everyone is giving you a hard time, and I was just like, It's not up to him. It's not his fault.
I don't know what else to do, you know?
Yeah.
So we're getting close to, like, we can only have 32 in a chat.
Right.
We got how many family team members? We got 27. So we're 5 away from having problems again. So I don't know what to do, but I appreciate all 42 members in the Berkfam, regardless of tier. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Maybe this future we'll do a box for the supporter and friend tier. I haven't decided yet, but we might do that soon. I have an.
It's all right. I'm in like 5 group chats with half of them anyway. So maybe we just,
DJ Links one.
Kick all those guys out. Yeah.
Oh shoot! I'm in a DJ Links one, The Forgotten, The Rebellion, SCG Collective. There's a whole bunch of them, man, for sure. So I have an unboxing coming out tomorrow of Austin LeMay's art piece and some Venom. I'm going to have a comic book wall update video. I'm going to have a free comic book day preview video. I'm going to have a Mighty Morphin 10 video, hopefully. And then Thursday night chats. And then I should have a CGC unboxing of a key later this week. So that's the videos for the week coming up. So thank you to channel members. In the family tier, we got Flash 6792, Collectibles Lounge, Adrian Pandawson 316, Hoarders Hide, Nick's Kicks and Comics, Blue Hellion Comics, Cardboard Crazies, Small Town Collectibles, Legion of Comics, Warlord, Paul Rogers, Oregon Wine, Becker, which is Mike Becker, Mark Spector Comics, Jonathan Michael, Remy Q Studios, Jade, Chip Gittler, Slaughtered Up 503, DJ Links, Austin LeMay, Comic Book Poser, Actual Dracula, who was our guest tonight on Meet the Berkfam episode 9, Tomardo Cinema, Kidrona Prince, Carlito Classico, and Tyler Shatterglass Comic Reviews, which I believe will be on here next week for Meet the Berkfam episode 10. Every one of these guys is entered to win that monthly Berk box, which I showed off. That will be drawn on Thursday. In the friend tier, we got New Guy, Adrian APM, Dale of Suspense, and Flo Dameron, one of the newest Berkfam members. We got lots of awesome people as well in the supporters here. A link to everyone's names that you see on the screen, whether to their Instagram or YouTube, is in the description of every single one of my videos. Make sure you guys are following them. Make sure you guys are supporting this amazing community. Thank you to the 616comics.com for sponsoring the monthly Berk box. Make sure you guys check out the 616comics.com for all of your exclusive variants and all of your comic book needs. Thank you also to comic_Preston and IG. If you ever need any comic books press, make sure you hit up Eric over at comic_Preston and IG and use my promo code BERK54 for free shipping back to you. Also, I've been forgetting to do this, but if you are thinking about like joining YouTube and starting a channel and doing some live streams of StreamYard, hit the link in the description of my video. It's going to cost you the same to join StreamYard, but it's my affiliate link, so I'll get a little something out of it, but it'll be, just, like I said, the same price for you if you decide you want to do StreamYard. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. We had a great time. Thank you, Adrian, again. I appreciate you coming on, brother.
Yeah, thanks, man. It was awesome.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. And as always, go Cats, Cowabunga, and it's Morphin time.